Ladies, come in. Have about
It's the most advanced platform for minimally invasive surgery available in the world today. The integration of high-resolution 3D vision, wristed, and intuitive motion control enabled the Da Vinci surgeon to transcend the limitations of conventional surgical technologies, making new minimally invasive options possible for complex surgical.
Are you listening?
Call me Lee.
Lee, this really seems like the best option to me, given your age and prior health problems.
What about medication?
Carvedilol.
You gotta respond to the medications prescribed, and if you don't act soon, I'm afraid we run
My
the
neighbor
risk
had this
of-
thing where they used a balloon and he was fine in a couple days.
Mr. Gardner, you're referring to a balloon angioplasty. With some patients, we can insert a catheter into the blocked artery and inflate a small balloon. Here, in order to compress blockage and allow for better blood flow.
Why not try that?
It's like stepping on top of the trash instead of taking out the garbage. The procedure wouldn't help you long term, and it would not address your second problem.
Taking out the trash.
What's second problem?
Atrial fibrillation.
Uh-oh.
What's that?
You have an irregular heartbeat. See, your brain sends electrical impulses to your heart in such a manner that your heart's rhythm is disrupted, further reducing blood flow.
And that problem's not related to
They're
the
two
other.
separate problems. However, I think we can address them both in the same surgery.
Well, you're gonna operate on my brain?
No, Mr. Gardner.
Lee.
Lee, I operate on hearts. We'll start with the coronary artery bypass here. We'll take small portions of veins or arteries from other parts of your body and transplant them here. While we have you opened up, I can also address the irregular heartbeat via the maze procedure.
Mazes are always tricky.
I don't understand.
Do you work on cars?
Yeah.
If my pressure plate went out and you were fixing my car, what would you suggest?
Xanax?
Well, I take a look at the clutch because it's probably about to go, but if I'm taking everything apart,
Exactly my point.
Splendid metaphor.
You said it was in my brain.
I'll make small incisions here and here, which will create scar tissue.
Why?
Scar tissue doesn't conduct electricity. It's like electrical tape. It prevents unwanted surges, thereby regulating your heartbeat.
Electrical tape, nice.
You mean to tell me you plan to fix my heart by fucking it up?
Such is
I
life.
don't know, I'd call it fucking
Well, what would
up.
you call it? Because where I come from,
Anyway,
if someone's
I'd
cutting
call
up
it
their heart,
your
it's called
best
fucking it
chance.
up. And it sounds like you want to fuck it up just for the sake of fucking it up.
Sometimes your body has to handle a little damage before it can properly fix itself.
Ace.
So with
With one
surgery,
surgery, we can fix two problems.
is it risky?
Any procedure of this magnitude is risky, Mr. Gardner.
Dr. Torres, it's a simple thing I'm asking you for. And I've been overseas for 2 stints, and I'd be there again if I wasn't defective. Look, over there, I'm Gardner. Here, I'm... Just call me by the name my mother gave me. I've earned it.
Lee, I think you should think about it. Talk it over with your family. I wouldn't consider your case urgent, but it should be taken care of sooner rather than later.
While I was in Afghanistan, I got my divorce papers.
Oh,
It's the closest thing to family I've got.
I'm sorry.
It happens.
Well, we can get you a second opinion.
This is my heart we're talking about.
I understand
What's the
that.
long-term prognosis?
Not great.
So you're saying I'm fucked. Funny, because when I brought the
I'm
balloon-
saying this is a better option than the angioplasty, and I stand by that. This is your best option, period. But if you want a second opinion,
Wait. I'll do it.
Okay, look, if you're not sure,
I'm not one of those who comes home ready to die, understand? I want to live, and if I don't have a ton of time left, I need to get on with it. I mean, I looked you up. They say you're the best, so
Yeah.
if you say this is what I need, then you're probably right.
okay then, we will get you scheduled. Lee, you'd really go back?
You're damn right I would.
January 17th, 2010.
I'm walking.
Yes, you are.
Antidisestablishmentarianism. Anti-disestablishmentarianism. I won! Let's celebrate!
I've got surgery.
You've always got surgery. Oh my god! 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 Oh my god!
I'm working.
I'm bleeding.
Did you disinfect it? There's alcohol swabs in the cabinet. A peroxide might be there. Get some
No,
potty mouth.
I'm bleeding.
Oh. Check under the sink.
But how?
Mama, I'm working. This is not an emergency.
You're right. I guess it's not. You're working? You're working? You're working!
Okay, Mr. Gardner.
Lee!
Sorry. Lee, we are going to run a heart cath. I'm assuming the results will confirm what we found in the preliminary test, but we need to be sure.
No.
We go in through the groin, Lee.
You're shitting me.
What's the matter, soldier? You go back to war, but you're afraid of a little tube?
You're a bitch!
We will sedate you.
Hey, what the fuck?
Relax, Lee. I've seen it before.
You said that you had...
Sedated, but I need you awake. You won't feel anything. I'm going to inject you with what you might call a series of markers which will show up on an x-ray. That way we can monitor blood flow and get a firm grasp of exactly the sorts of blockages we're dealing with.
Try to relax.
This is fucked!
This will take a while.
I can't cut line, Lee. Be brave. Ready? You're going to hear a clicking sound. It's normal.
Here we go. Hold still, Lee.
Lee, I need you to slow your breathing a bit.
Lee, I can't get a read unless you hold still.
I have to talk, please.
I think there's something wrong with your machine.
Quiet.
Do something.
Lee, I want you to take a deep breath and hold it. 1, 2, 3, let it out. Again. 1, 2, 3, exhale.
least not directly. Its fibers are wired in such a manner so that pain is routed differently, right?
It's not so simple.
When the heart is in pain, it goes a little haywire and it becomes electrically unstable. So you feel pain in other places like your fingers, back, jaw. Sometimes there's no pain at all. If the nerve fibers never cross, then people might not have a clue until it's too late.
Hold still, Lee. Don't be so reductive. That's usually limited to the elderly or diabetics. It's not simple.
Ironically, when the heart is in pain, it's the rest of the body that feels it, right?
There it is.
Sometimes a person with 90% blockage is better off than someone with 50%. Your body learns to expect it and finds new routes. Like if you're living in Los Angeles, and every day the 405 is a parking lot, and you know it's a mess. So you find new routes. You know all the back streets and you're always on time. But let's say you're somewhere new, and there's an accident. You're fucked. If you work at it enough, if you plan, you might forget the 405 exists at all. Mom, why do you work so hard to forget me?
It's not you I'm trying to forget.
Dr. Torres!
I saw what I needed to see. Physical therapy?
I'm going to work with disabled vets.
Medicine light, good for you.
Excuse me.
The test confirmed what I had thought. We can schedule your procedure in a few weeks, give your kidneys a chance to rest. In fact, I think you're an ideal candidate for the Da Vinci.
I'm lost.
Oh, a machine. We can reduce your recovery time so you can get to your studies.
You know, I don't think it would kill you to start with, "Hey, Lee, how you feeling?" Or, "I know running a tube up through your crotch isn't comfortable. Can I get you anything?"
You think I should kiss it and make it better?
Like prostitution like?
Damn! This was funnier than yours.
Bedside manner.
You didn't come to me for my bedside manner. I cut, that's what I do. You want stickers and a pat on the head? Pediatrics is on the 4th floor. I have a job to
It
do.
doesn't mean you have to be an asshole.
Oh, yes, it does. You of all people should understand that, soldier.
You can kiss my ass, Claudia.
It's Dr. Torres. I didn't go through medical school.
You wouldn't have gone to school at all if it wasn't for people like me. I'm Lee. You're Claudia. Get over yourself.
Lee, it's not professional. I'm just trying to understand a few things.
Understand what?
What's it like to fire a gun? Do you know that you're a puppet of the government? Do you support the war on terror? Did you kill anybody?
Why would you go back?
You can't understand that.
You think I'm stupid?
No. I think you've got a nice car that you park at your nice house where you eat nice food. And you've never needed anybody else unless they were washing your nice car or cleaning your nice house. I think you don't notice that half the nurses on this damn floor wear bright-ass colors. Yeah, that makes them targets. Yeah, and they insist on opening the shades no matter how many times I close them. I think you don't see that the fucking parking garage would make an excellent place for a fucking sniper. You don't notice these things because you don't have to notice these things. Wars are started by people like you. And they're fought by people like me.
So that's it? Money?
No. Like I said, you wouldn't understand. This robot surgery. You want to do it because it's best for me or best for you?
Both.
Well, at least you're honest.
As your doctor, I'm saying it's what's best for you. As head of this department, I'm saying it's what's best for the hospital.
You don't listen.
Will you stop?
We regret to inform you.
Enough! I can't do this right now.
me do this. You don't see
everywhere, Alma.
You went years without seeing me. You've got work. Unbelievable.
The Da Vinci surgical robot can allow us to perform complicated procedures. As you can see, this procedure is dramatically less invasive than standard BACG, and as a result requires far less recovery time. The Da Vinci surgical system allows a surgeon to get a closer view of the heart and mimics the surgeon's movements. In addition, it compensates for minor involuntary movements which would otherwise make the procedure impractical. In addition to controlling the arms, the surgeon can also control the scope of his or her view.
I just wanna go back home.
Zoom. The most difficult part of the procedure is the attachment of the blood vessel to the aorta. The standard procedure allows a surgeon to use her hands to sew the tissue together. The Da Vinci model uses another method. It punctures a small hole here and anchors the vessel, similar to how a small rivet would work.
To keep her in style. Keep her in style.
You'll notice the heart is still beating.
She's got black wavy hair. She's got black wavy hair. Just like a grizzly bear. Just like a grizzly bear. I do most anything. I do most anything. To watch her smile. To watch her smile. This is the future, ladies and gentlemen.
In 10 years, standard coronary bypass will be obsolete.
Dr. Torres, the cost for such a machine, as you stated in your notes, is dramatic. In your opinion, is it worth it?
Well, the cost of the Da Vinci is not cheap. We can expect to recover our costs within the first 12 to 15 months, at which time it actually becomes extremely cost-effective.
Doctor, you mentioned a reduced recovery time based on smaller incisions. Is there any other benefit to the patient with this procedure?
Well, the recovery time of this procedure is cut by 25%. What's more, since it is performed on a beating heart, the patient doesn't need to rely on a heart and lung bypass machine. As you know, the use of these machines has been called into question, as some studies have shown a correlation between them and long-term depression.
Dr. Torres, while the Da Vinci machine seems to enhance precision and recovery time, it also creates an even greater distance between doctor and patient. You mentioned being able to perform the procedure from your office. Do you really think it is wise for a doctor to be that far away from his patient when something could so easily go awry? It seems to make the patient a video game instead of a person.
We are in a results-oriented profession, doctor. If the patient lives, we have succeeded. If not, we've failed. So far, 19 surgeries have been performed with the Da Vinci. 0 have failed. In fact, they've all recovered at an extraordinary rate. We are not motivational speakers or therapists. We're not kindergarten teachers or priests. We are not paid to be people's friends. We are paid to do what most people can't do, save lives. This robot does that incredibly efficiently. I've selected the 20th Da Vinci patient. You are all welcome to observe. Once you do, I think you will be in agreement that this machine should be a fixture at USC Medical.
You never even told them!
The meeting is finished. start to give up little pieces of yourself to keep them around. It's bullshit. Sometimes all you need to know that all you've got is you. If you know that, then you don't let anybody break you. Don't let people see you cry, Alma. Don't be that woman. A weepy woman will never make it in a man's world. Be brave, Alma. Be brave. So proud of you, baby.
You're working.
I do this for you. Do you know the opportunities you have?
Heidi Fleiss's dad is a doctor. Did you know that?
You're a smart ass.
I made a decision. I'm gonna be a woman making it in a man's world. I joined the army.
Torres,
What are you doing here?
my therapist says that soldiers lash out at people, not because they deserve it, but because we have trouble verbalizing. So, the other day, even though you were being an asshole, I shouldn't have
Not sure that's what your therapist meant.
I used to
Is that
be
an
afraid.
apology?
I used to be afraid to go home too.
I'm not afraid to go home.
Fine. Let's not get into another pissing contest. I know what it's like. We'll leave it at that.
You really notice all those details daily.
You have no idea.
What's it like?
Do you remember when you were a kid and you wound up a Jack-in-the-Box and you cringed when you thought it was about to pop out? It's like that. Always. Dr. Torres, are you listening to me? Look, I'll give you some time.
When I was a resident, I had a man wake up on the operating table. He woke up. His chest is open. Catheters are running in from different directions. He's trying to scream, but there's a tube down his throat. And I'm frozen, terrified, pissing myself. Literally. Because I'm feeling so bad for the son of a bitch. I should have been doing something, but I was too busy feeling bad.
What happened?
I medicated him somewhere next week so he wouldn't remember. But I couldn't forget.
You shouldn't be telling this to someone you're about to cut open.
Emotion gets in the way of the job I do. Feelings are mistakes. Mistakes can be fatal.
Who are you talking to?
I wasn't talking to anybody.
She looks like you.
You can see her?
She's why you want to know why I go back.
Maybe.
Tell her.
No.
Please?
No! Whenever we caravan through villages in Afghanistan, we get these crowds who come and see us, little kids especially. Now what kind of parent would let their child? I don't know. But everything's a mess, understand? You've never seen a mess like this, and everything's a threat. An open window threat. A speeding car, threat, an abandoned car on the side of the road, big fucking threat. But one day we get word from our CEO.
That the Haji have started putting IEDs in dolls. Dolls!
I mean, how fucked up is that? And it's cold when he says,
Exterminate threat.
but I'm not like him. I lay awake at night, and my stomach hurts. And my back hurts. Because I might have to obey an order I don't have any business obeying.
There's no such thing as a warning shot around here. Either there's a reason to shoot or there isn't. Warning shots only serve to warn Haji of your position.
But my brothers, I mean, they got children too. I was there when one of them got baptized, and they've got dolls. And there's no way I can let them see their daddy in a box. So we roll up, and sure enough, here come the kids. So we start waving our arms for them to get the hell away, but the Haji, when you wave your arms, they think it's an invitation to come closer. And right about then I see it. A little girl, and she's got a doll. This ragged doll in her arm. And there's this mangy-ass dog that won't shut up. I mean, you know how they get when they tuck their tail between their legs and they try to make themselves look brave, and he won't shut up. He won't shut up. And I don't know if it was on accident. I don't know if that even matters, but I haven't slept. And I've got a job to do, and everything's a threat. I squeeze.
Bang!
I shot his bottom jaw clean off.
You did what?
He starts making these noises. And the girl starts screaming. And she drops the doll. And it's just a fucking doll. And all I can see is her trying to put pieces of the mouth back on, and I freeze. My CEO pulls a pistol and puts the dog out of his misery. He's a bigger man than me. And the girl's come undone. He takes off his watch and gives it to her.
Why?
Because what the hell else are you supposed to do? That's that. We move on.
That's why you go back?
I'm the son of an alcoholic.
What's that got to do with anything?
When I was a kid, I always made friends with other sons of alcoholics because I'd have to pick up my dad from bars when I was 13. They understood what that was like. See, back there, they know what it's like. The problem is they're there, and I'm here.
Defective.
Yep. Out here, people aren't accountable. And they don't understand.
Cost of living. To do your job.
To heal.
Or to hurt.
Yeah, it means you have to be
Yeah, a little less human. People don't get it.
We're not that different. Me and you.
I save lives.
What the hell do you think I was doing?
Right.
You think you've got ghosts?
Crazy people see ghosts.
The pills don't help.
Excuse me?
Or the booze. Or the drugs. Look, when I got back, I had a lot of time on my hands and a fair amount of money, and it didn't work. Look, if they have something to say to you, they're gonna say it, and say it, and
So
say
now
it.
you're gonna fix me?
You're not crazy.
Of course I'm not.
And you're gonna have to forgive yourself.
For what?
For her.
How dare you?
We're like alcoholics, kids. Me and you.
We are not anything.
Weird thing is, I get you.
Shit.
You pushed her away, didn't you? That's why you're afraid to go home.
Let it go. Let go.
It's fine.
Don't read that.
I watched news and on the internet to find stories about your kid and have found nothing. I guess that's a good thing. My tummy sent up my place this week, had a more congregation. Besides, doctor complaining of joint pain. Luckily, his dog was bright. Had cut, prevented aortic rupture. It's now pretty upset he won't be playing football anymore, but he's alive. They're on board, and like I said, it's just me. They had a little birthday party for me at the hospital, and that was okay, I guess. They took pictures. Be brave. Come home. Mommy.
I should get a second opinion.
Because
You're not crazy, Claudia. But you're not right. They're not gonna help.
I'm the doctor, remember?
What happened to her? If you don't mind me asking.
My mom, do you ask me?
You didn't tell anybody. You didn't even take off work.
This is none of his business.
You want me to tell him?
Unless some things are private.
And some things aren't. Be brave.
Parents of soldiers know they're fucked. When 3 strangers knock on their door. 1 to deliver the news.
2 in case you faint.
3 in the car. In case you get violent.
They have it down to a science.
January 17, 2010. We regret to inform you that late last night, Sergeant Alma Torres was involved in an ambush attack just outside of Kandahar. She was fatally wounded. The details of this event are sensitive and cannot be given at this time. Please know that her actions were heroic. Her ultimate sacrifice is acknowledged by your government, and it is with our deepest sympathies that we send you this notification of her death. You will be put in contact with a grieving coordinator who will help you with funeral arrangements and grief counseling. Please contact them with any further questions.
Are you happy now? I can refer you to Dr. Kwong. He's good, thorough, you'll be in good hands. Not as good, of course, but more competent. Claudia! After we almost lost you, but we have to do the surgery now or we risk significant damage.
Raptor 6, this is 3-2 requesting backup, over. Raptor 6, this is 3-2 requesting backup, over.
3-2, what is your situation?
Caravan lead has been blown. Then the rear. Haji are coming out of the streets like roaches.
What is your grid? I need the paddles.
Ah, send help!
Please.
There's someone out there. He's wondering where's me. Mom, I can help.
No, take care of yourself.
Breathe on. 1, 2, 3.
Beat, you bastard. Beat. I must stay here.
Be brave.
God damn it, do not be brave. Be a fucking coward and come home to me. Come home to me! Beat me, motherfucker. Beat.
You should call it.
I'm not done fighting.
Fight. 5 minutes. Ten minutes. $15 minutes. $22 minutes before you hit the ground.
Time of death. You knew, didn't you? You bitch.
I did this for you. Sometimes you need to handle a little damage before you can properly fix yourself. Be brave, Mommy.